Imagine a city engulfed in flames, a cathedral on the brink of destruction, and the unlikeliest of heroes, a pig. Yes, a pig. This is one of the weirdest stories in history, and it's absolutely true. Welcome to Beyond Believe, where we dive into weird facts, true stories, and bizarre history that'll leave you stunned. Today, we're traveling back over 350 years to 1666, to the heart of London during one of the most shocking true stories in history, the Great Fire of London. This was no ordinary disaster. It entailed packed with unbelievable facts and strange events that shaped the city's fate. Picture this: London in the 17th century. Narrow streets, wooden houses packed tightly together, and a city buzzing with life, but it was a tinderbox waiting to ignite. On September 2nd, 1666, a small fire broke out in a bakery on Pudding Lane. What started as a tiny spark turned into a monstrous inferno that raged for 4 days, devouring homes, churches, and livelihoods. This is creepy history at its finest. Thousands fled, and the city seemed doomed. But amidst this chaos lies one of the strange but true tales that makes this channel thrive. The story of a pig, an odd but true hero who somehow saved one of London's most iconic landmarks, St. Paul's Cathedral. Yes, you heard that right, a pig. This is one of those unbelievable mysteries that sounds too wild to be real, but it's rooted in real weird stories from the past. How did a barnyard animal become a hero in one of history's darkest moments? Let's dive into the mind-twisting facts. What happened next? As the Great Fire tore through London, St. Paul's Cathedral stood as a beacon of hope. The massive stone structure, designed by Sir Christopher Wren's predecessor, was one of the few buildings people thought could withstand the flames. But the fire was relentless, and embers were landing everywhere, threatening even this sacred place. The cathedral's wooden scaffolding, used for repairs, was a ticking time bomb. If it caught fire, St. Paul's would be lost to dark history facts. Enter our unlikely hero, a pig. Yes, a pig. According to accounts from the time documented in letters and diaries, making this a shocking true story, a stray pig was wandering near the cathedral grounds. This wasn't unusual. Animals roamed freely in 17th century London. But what happened next is where the bizarre history kicks in. The pig, likely startled by the chaos or just being its curious self, started rooting around near the cathedral's scaffolding. As it snuffled through debris, it accidentally dislodged a smoldering piece of wood that had caught fire from a stray ember. This small act purely by chance extinguished the spark before it could ignite the scaffolding. If that spark had caught, the entire cathedral could have gone up in flames, changing London's mysterious history forever. Witnesses at the time were stunned. In the midst of creepy true events, a pig had done what no human could. It saved St. Paul's. This wasn't just a weird historical event, it was a moment that left people whispering about unexplained mysteries. Was it dumb luck, divine intervention, or just a pig being a pig? Whatever the case, this odd history moment cemented the animal as an unlikely legend in London's story. Here as the mind-twisting fact, the pig's accidental heroism wasn't just a one-off oddity. Historians note that animals often played strange roles in history mysteries. In the chaos of the Great Fire, other animals like cats and dogs were credited with alerting people to danger, but none had the impact of this pig. What's even wilder? St. Paul's Cathedral, thanks to this strange but true event, survived the fire relatively unscathed, while 80% of London burned to the ground. This unbelievable but true story gets even creepier when you consider the odds. The fire destroyed 13,200 houses, 87 churches, and left 70,000 people homeless. Yet St. Paul's stood tall, partly because of a random pig's snuffling. It's one of those spooky true stories that makes you wonder if there's more to history than we lines ever understand. Could this pig have been a fluke, or is there something deeper in these strange mysteries? This tale is a reminder that weird facts and real bizarre events often hide in the shadows of history's biggest moments. The Great Fire of London is remembered for its destruction, but it is also a canvas for unusual facts and shocking history that make you rethink what you know. So, there you have it, the weirdest story of a pig who became an accidental hero during the Great Fire of London. It's a perfect blend of creepy facts, bizarre history, and unbelievable mysteries that prove truth is stranger than fiction. If you loved this dive into strange but true tales, hit that subscribe button for more weird truths every week. Drop a comment below. Do you think this pig was a hero by chance? Or is there more to this twisted history? And don't forget to like and share for more spooky true stories from the past. Until next time, keep exploring the weird historical events that make our world so fascinating. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.